The first time I came across this meme with the definition of askhole, and I read it, and it said, somebody who continuously asks for your advice but never listens to you and just does what they always want anyway, my jaw dropped. I'm like, this is me. My name's Morgan Rankin. I am mom to 4 children, and honestly, aside from the fact that I'm a medium and I talk to spirit guides in spirit, I am exceptionally basic. I definitely wasn't born knowing that I could communicate with spirit. It's not something that I've done since I was little. I've had these different experiences throughout my life where I've always been aware that there was something bigger than myself, that I'm connected to something greater. And I had somebody die, and he was really important to me. I loved him a lot. And when he died, it literally broke me. And so this is when I started exploring the concept of afterlife. When I started doing readings for people professionally, there's a difference between communicating with a loved one in spirit and communicating with a guide. So when I'm communicating with loved ones in spirit, they give me memories and messages specific to my sitter. But spirit guides are totally different. They talk about the lessons that you're here to learn this time around this physical existence. Most of us simply don't know how to recognize the answers when we get them, so we're either dismissing them as not black and white enough for us. And so my book essentially is like a step-by-step on how to start building that bond with your guide, how to start speaking the language of spirit and recognizing the symbolism and the subtle language that spirit uses to communicate with us. My book is called Your Spirit Guides Think You're an Askhole. Essentially, it is jokingly playing at the fact that there are so many people in the world that are constantly and repeatedly asking for guidance, for signs, for some sort of divine intervention in their life, like show me the way, show me my next step. And they're not recognizing the answers that they're being given. My book is for the person that is looking at the person in meditation, looking at the person practicing their yoga and being spiritual, and is like, well, what the fuck? Like, why can't I do that? My book is for the spiritual beginner. It's the gateway towards the bigger spiritual concepts. I spent the majority of my 34 years kind of walking around the earth aimlessly and always kind of waiting for the next big thing to come along to make me feel fulfilled. And when I had experienced that devastating loss and started to really tap into my abilities, I realized that I'd always had everything that I ever needed with me all the time. And you don't have to be perfect to start building a bond with your guide. At the same time, don't keep asking for advice and guidance and intervention if you're not ready and open to start receiving it. Still make your mistakes. Still enter that wet t-shirt contest if you want to. Do those things. That's part of having the human experience. But when you're asking for guidance, be open to receiving it. Be open to what the answer is, even if you don't like it. Don't be an asshole.